Coda TV, reconciling humanity to the source. Stay blessed.
Acts in a way towards you that creates a risk to your health and safety.
That's right.
Repeatedly.
Yeah.
The underlying word there is repeatedly. Bullying must happen repeatedly, not just once. Maybe it could be a joke, but then it must, when you feel it is repeatedly, constantly, and it's creating a risk, a threat to your health and safety, then you need to speak up. But with harassment is just a one-off incident. It doesn't need to be repeatedly. When somebody touch you inappropriately, it's harassment. You know, and you have to speak out. The fact that the person is your employer or the fact that the person is your boss at work should not harass you.
No.
That must not happen repeatedly before you have to report it. No. It can be a one-off. You are tagged at a place you shouldn't be tagged.
You have to pick it up.
You need to report. So what can you do if you think you have been bullied or harassed? Bullying is repeated action against you. But harassment is just a one-off incident. What do you need to do? Speak to your employer. Maybe speak to your supervisor, your manager, or your boss. And most of the time, these people are in the right position to help.
But what if you've spoken to your boss about similar situations before and nothing got done? And you think, look, I've had enough of this. I've said this first time. I've said it the second time. Nothing is getting done. Should you still keep going to the same boss?
So employers or bosses need to listen. They need to listen to your concern and find a way to stop either the bullying or the harassment. Now, in the event that they are refusing to understand or to hear or to listen, or you feel they are not listening to you, that is why Migrant Employment Legal Services there. They are there to provide you with the help that is required. Their services are free. They are confidential legal advice. So they will tell you, all this I'm telling you today is just legal information. But these lawyers and solicitors,
they will turn the information into an advice.
They will tell you the right kind of advice, what your rights are in those positions and what needed to be done. So we are beaconing the community members, come out and speak. There is help. Speak out. Don't remain quiet and suffer in secret. No employee in Australia must be exploited under no any condition. So we are expecting that please come out and seek help. There is help available. Seek help. You might also seek help from, like I said, Marrickville. These lawyers are there. You could seek help from the Fair Work Commission. They can resolve any bullying complaint between you and your employer. And they may make them to stop bullying, or stop bullying others, to stop other behavior of your employer. And when you come out to speak, that cannot make you lose your job. If you lose your job, there are other, the general protection is there, so it protects you. Speaking because you've been bullying or harassed at work cannot make you lose your job. So please come out and speak. Come out. You may also go and approach the Australian Human Rights Commission. Because they try to investigate and try to resolve any complaints about harassment. And also you may seek further information from the Safe Work New South Wales. The Safe Work
website?
New South Wales. You just Google Safe Work New South Wales.
It's on screen, isn't
provide
it?
free information about bullying.
Safe Work New South Wales is it on screen?
Yes.
Okay.
They'll give you further information. They would help you and investigate the case of bullying and harassment. So,
and also, what I want to say is also that if you are watching this and you think you have certain questions which is a bit more personal that you want Brother Eric to guide you through it, I think you can still send us an email put in your comment under this video on YouTube or Facebook. Pick our email address and inbox something to us, kodatv@gmail.com, or you can put it through and then it will get straight to Brother Eric, and then he can personally work on things with you, maybe refer someone to a lawyer at your center. So please, if you are in any of this, you are not just listening for listening's sake. You may even be in Australia, but you want to come to Australia. Everything we are talking about is in Australia only. It doesn't apply to America or anywhere else, even though some of them may apply somewhere else, but then we are speaking for Australia and Australia only at the moment. Yeah, so I would say that put in your comment, put in your feedback, send us emails, give us a call if there is any, even if you are or if you're overseas, like I said, and you're thinking of coming in and you want to know more about these things before you come. Yes, you are also welcome. Thank you.
And I keep saying, the lawyers are there to help you. If you have any issues, make contact. That's why we are community educators. We could help you to know what you're supposed to do. Could help you, refer you to the Migrant Employment Legal Service to obtain free and confidential legal advice, and they will help you to know what you need to do, what your terms are. Now we want to look at work health and safety laws. What are the employer's responsibilities, and what are your responsibilities, and what are your rights as an employee? It is the responsibility of the employer to ensure that wherever you are working is safe. They provide a safe environment for you to do your work without any prejudice, without any discrimination, without any injury. It is the employer's responsibility. It is their responsibility to provide you with relevant information, provide you with training to help you do your work accurately, help you with the right kind of instruction, and to provide supervision when you are working. This is what you need to know. And then it is the employer's responsibility to talk with you about your health and safety. They must tell you what your safety rights at work are, and also appoint a safety committee or a safety representative if requested. So it is the right of, or the responsibility of, the employer to ensure all these things, the environment in which you work is safe, and these things are provided for you. Now you as an employee, your responsibility is to take reasonable care of your health and safety. For instance, if you are sick, it's just right to go to the hospital and get a medical certificate. That is your responsibility. It's not the employers to take care of your health.
That's right.
Now, you don't endanger other people through your actions. So, for instance, you cannot be bullying somebody at work as an employee, or for the fact that you are the supervisor at work. No, you cannot be bullying somebody. Now, it is also your responsibility to follow reasonable instructions and policies. Every workplace has workplace policy and guideline, and it is your right and responsibility as an employee to follow these policies. Your responsibility is to know these policies and make sure you follow the policies at work. It is for your safety. Now your right is that you need to stop or refuse any of unsafe work. If you think what you have been asked to do is unsafe, you don't need to do it. Refuse it. Your right is that there should be no negative repercussions for reading health and safety concerns. And then elect a health and safety representative. These are workplace rights. Workplace right. The right to workers' compensation in the event somebody has injured himself whilst at work or whilst doing work. That person has the right to workers' compensation. So what do you do if you are injured, for instance, at work? You need to tell your employer, and immediately you have to see your doctor or your GP to get a medical certificate, because you need to get that certificate of capacity to your employer to send to your insurer. Okay, and then you recover at work and find out whether you can make further claims by contacting a personal injury lawyer or work safe if your injury is serious. And these lawyers, people are afraid to go to lawyers, but what Marrickville, the Migrant Employment Legal Service, are saying is that they have all these services free.
Wow.
They will guide you. That is the what we need to take from this, that help is available. A free and confidential help is available. There shouldn't be any fear that maybe when I tell them about my situation, people are going to hear about it, my employer is going to hear about it. No, there is free and confidential services. So in the event that I need help, in the event that all these I have spoken about matters to me or relates to me, what do I do? These are free lines. You can call the free line. Okay. The free line at that you are seeing on the screen. 24/7 somebody will pick. You can
someone will be
email.
there.
Okay, you could also check up with the Migrant Employment Legal Service. You can check their online. Okay, or like he has said, you could put a comment down there and we'll be able to guide you. I am always available. If you come to Fairfield Nakango Vision, I am available. I could help you. Okay, look at what your conditions are and then be able to refer you to the appropriate service or lawyer to be able to help you with your conditions. Now, so the Migrant Employment Legal Service is there. That's their number. Or you may make a report to the Fair Work Ombudsman. You could go to the Fair Work Commission. Legal aid is there.
Yeah.
Legal aid is there. Their services are free. Yeah. Community legal centers, you may go to your community legal center to make a report. See, or you may go to the unions or the main people, Migrant Employment Legal Services. They are there to give you free, confidential legal help and legal advice. So I want to thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to your questions and your comments. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Brother Eric. We are so much we've got a lot of information today, and I believe our viewers, those in and out offshore, will be excited about this. And one thing is, we will just see if we have a few questions. So, number one, if somebody has listened to this information, he's in Australia, he's gone through or he's going through something like this, and then he contacts the legal aid in Marrickville or the closest around him. The legal services, and then the employer is aware of the person they've had issues with recently, and something starts coming up from that end, and then this person gets fired for the slightest mistake, or he gets fired by some means. But then the firing, the reason for the firing was maybe justifiable, but you can each actually know that it's because of what has been happening. Is there anything they can look into for such a person, or if it's your fault, then you can be fired?
No. You see, there is always the law, or the employment law protects the employee. This is what you need to understand. So these lawyers are very professional lawyers, very experienced lawyers, handled cases of this nature, and have always stood for the right of the employee. So under no circumstance would you be fired if you make such report or you make a claim. Now, in the event that you are fired,
Yeah.
there are laws that protect you. Okay. So there are instances where employees are fired and the Fair Work Commission instruct the employer to reinstate the employee. So there are several things that protect you as an employee, and that's why you should not be afraid. There is nothing like fear. These lawyers, highly experienced lawyers from Migrant Employment Legal Service, are there. They will help you go through and resolve whatever issue are there for the best of the employee's interest. So there is nothing like fear of being fired or fear of losing your job. It's a misconception actually that when I speak out my employer would sack me. No, the law protects you.
So, and these temporary citizenship, foreigners, migrants, we're using the word migrant. What about the student migrant as against an actual traveler and even a refugee? Are they all standing on the same grounds, or their situations are different?
So no matter your visa status, whether you are a student, a refugee, asylum seeker, you are on bridging visa, you are a permanent resident, you are a citizen, employment laws apply the same to everybody, no matter your visa status.
So the only criteria is to have a work right in Australia. If you have a work right to work, then you are entitled to everything.
Even if you don't have a work right, as long as you are on Australian land, the employment law is the same. So don't even be afraid that maybe you are illegally working in Australia.
But I think let's sound a word of caution. If your visa doesn't give you the rights to work, don't work.
That is where the issue is. Because the conditions apply. You see, visa conditions are different. Visa conditions are not employment.
That's
rights.
Right, exactly.
And
that's what we want everyone to know.
What your visa condition
states.
Is. Yes. Even if your visa condition does not entitle you to work, it does not give the employer
the right to
exploit or abuse
that's
you.
Right.
And that's what we are saying. No matter your status, these lawyers at Migrant Employment Legal Service know all these issues. Yours is speak to them. Seek help. Okay? And no matter your visa status, they are in the right and the best interest to help you.
And moreover, even if your visa doesn't allow you to work, every employee will check your visa. Every employer will check your visa before employing you, so they will know, even if you didn't know, that you didn't have the right to work. Sometimes people have been in situations where their visas actually expired, but they did not know it had expired, and they went to work, and the employers searched them and told them, "Oh, no, I think you don't comply." So in that situation, they went back, resolved those issues, and went back to work. So whatever happens, the employer will also dig and let you know whether you are entitled to even work or not.
And the employer is supposed to tell you.
That's right.
You have to do the Vivo check. And know the condition of your visa, and must be able to tell you when your visa is expiring, and if your visa has expired, then you need to renew your visa. These I am saying, there are services, free, confidential. No matter your visa status, speak to a lawyer. You may contact me, leave a comment down there, and then if you need me to help you, I'll help you.
Is the mobile number there your number?
No, this is for migrant employment.
Okay, but I will provide Brother Eric's number as well, so that people would know. But once you contact Coda TV, everything you send through Coda TV, or you can request Brother Eric's details through Coda TV, and it will be sent to you, and he'll be notified, so that you can discuss personal issues with Brother Eric, and then he will help you as much as he can. Thank you guys so much, viewers.
Thank you.
It's still been another great time having such an information from one of our brothers. People, get along, let's do this. But don't forget to support us. We have a lot of information to give on to you, but you understand with me, you agree with me that if you don't subscribe to the channel to keep us going, we cannot be able to provide you with these wonderful services. And if you don't share the videos we are putting across, people will not even know the information that we are putting up here. So just share it. It's free. Just give it to anybody that wants to know. Pass it on. Inform someone, whether the person is in Australia or out of Australia, because you never know when the person will find himself in Australia. This is a very important information we can't keep to ourselves. Thank you so much once again, and then thank you, Brother Eric, for coming and for allowing yourself to be used this way for God.
Thank you, Kodak TV, for the opportunity. We want to appreciate your time, and we say subscribe and keep sharing this information, because we want this information to go to every part of the community. We want community members who are being exploited to come up and speak. They should come up and seek help. There is help available, which is free, confidential. We thank you all. We thank you very much, and keep subscribing and keep following the channel.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.